I will never allow myself to be disrespected, and neither should you. Taking a stand against R. Kelly, someone who's been termed the king of R&B and is loved by many, has not been easy. I decided after a great deal of thought that I should speak my truth, because it is time I stand up for myself. I trusted him and he betrayed my trust.
Look at that date,
Once I
January
recognized my worth,
14th,
I knew I had to walk
2019.
away. No woman should be victim shamed,
This a
harassed,
press
or
conference
retaliated
about R.
against
Kelly.
because she assured her rights and spoke
But
the
in
truth.
reality, this a press conference
Robert
about
Kelly,
the arrest
the
that they
Faith
made
Rogers
on me
you
that same
that
date,
you met when I was
January
19 years
14th,
old, no longer
2019.
exists. She was vulnerable and impressionable. The 21-year-old Faith Rogers you're seeing now
See, me and R.
is much
Kelly,
wiser and much stronger.
we the same people.
I have
But
learned
they
not to
not
ignore the
telling
signs
y'all
of
that.
abuse,
They making
manipulation,
y'all
or
think only
intimidation.
he
I also
is
have
who
a
they
message for
talking
young
about.
women who have heard my story.
When in
Please
reality,
take heed and precaution
they talking
when
about
involving
me,
yourself in a relationship.
and they using him as the punching
Also,
bag
if
to
you're
address
abused,
me.
don't be afraid to acknowledge
Similar
it,
to when you talking about God, but you
and don't be
say
afraid to report it.
Jesus Christ.
There is
But you
absolutely
say
no
they all the
excuse
same
for
people.
abuse, and no one deserves to be afraid.
And that's the situation with me
Please recognize that any
and
man
Robert
who truly
Sylvester
loves you
Kelly,
will not abuse you.
Mr. R. Kelly.
If you are in a relationship with
So they
someone
set
who is
me
a
up
celebrity or someone you think has much more power than you, please
January
understand that your life
14th
has just as much value and that you deserve to be treated with respect.
by a black woman at McDonald's too. One of R. Kelly's favorite locations.
I will never
So
allow
that's how
myself to be
conniving,
disrespected, and neither should you.
that's how conniving these devils are.
Taking a
Because
stand
they want
against R.
things to
Kelly,
be similar
someone
in
who's
my
been termed
life,
the king of R&B
similar to
and
his.
is loved
Similar
by
in my
many, has
life,
not been
similar
easy.
to they agents.
I
So they
decided after a
can,
great deal of thought
so
that I
they
should speak my
can
truth,
pretend to be me. Just like they
because
sit
it's
on
time I
the
stand up for myself.
throne of Jesus Christ.
I
Call it
trusted
the
him and he
church.
betrayed my trust. Once I
And they
recognized my worth,
destroy his
I knew I
entire
had to walk
empire
away.
every day, purporting to be
No
him.
woman should be victim shamed,
Fake pastors and priests.
harassed, or
That's their
retaliated
religion,
against because she
imitation.
assured her rights and spoke her truth.
Now, look at this person right here.
Robert Kelly, the Faith Rogers you knew
Look at this
that you
bitch.
met when I was 19 years old no longer exists.
Isn't this the same way they say R. Kelly was
The
allegedly
21-year-old
standing
Faith
over
Rogers you're seeing
Jocelyn
now is much wiser and much stronger.
and Azriel at their
I have
interview
learned
with
not to
Gayle
ignore the
King?
signs of abuse,
And they said,
manipulation,
well, why
or
is R. Kelly
intimidation.
just standing over them
I
every
also
word
have a
out their
message for
mouth?
young
But we
women who have
actually
heard my
really
story.
see who doing it.
Please take heed and precaution when
This
involving
attorney
yourself
is
in a
monitoring
relationship.
every word out this
Also,
woman's
if
mouth.
you're abused, don't
Letting
be
you
afraid
know
to
the words
acknowledge
that's
it,
coming out of her mouth is not even
and
Faith
don't be
Rogers,
afraid to
but the
report it.
attorneys themselves.
There is absolutely no excuse for abuse, and no one deserves to be afraid.
I show you who
Please
controlling
recognize
this
that
girl,
any man who
Faith
truly loves
Rogers.
you will not abuse you.
Who got a control
If
in
you
her
are in a
back,
relationship with someone who is a celebrity or someone you think has much more power than you,
but they gonna go down.
please understand that your life has just as much value. And
Look
that you
what I
deserve to
wrote.
be
This the
treated with
same day
respect and
Miami
dignity.
Pigs sent an ugly black hoe to set me up at
I will
McDonald's
never allow myself
to
to
be
be
arrested.
disrespected, and neither
I
should
beat
you.
the fake charges July 11, 2022. I believe these two incidents
Taking a stand against R. Kelly, someone who's been termed the king of R&B
was
and is
planned
loved by many,
in
has not been easy.
consultation with each
I
other.
decided after a great
Free
deal
R.
of
Kelly,
thought
Faith, you a
that I should
fine
speak
line
my
hoe.
truth, because it is time I stand up for myself.
And I typed that December
I
3rd,
trusted him and he betrayed my
2022.
trust.
So last
Once
month.
I recognized my worth, I knew I had to walk away. No woman should be victim shamed, harassed, or retaliate against
Now I'm putting
because
this
she assured her
video up
rights and spoke her truth.
because my arrest was a setup
Robert Kelly, the Faith Rogers you knew
to
that you met
interact
when
with
I
the
was
R.
19
Kelly
years old
charges.
no longer exists. She was vulnerable
They would have
and
had the
impressionable.
power to put R.
The
Kelly in
21-year-old
jail once
Faith
they
Rogers
put
you're
me in
seeing
jail.
now is much wiser and much
And this the
stronger.
press conference to
I have learned not to ignore
celebrate
signs
this
of
incident.
abuse, manipulation, or intimidation. I also have a message for young women
Now,
who have heard my story. Please take heed and
this
precaution
arrest,
when
January
involving yourself in
14th,
a relationship.
I was charged with resisting arrest
Also,
and
if you're
battery on
abused,
2
don't
white
be afraid
officers from
to
the Berkeley and
acknowledge it,
St. John's.
And
The
don't be afraid
bond
to
court
report it.
judge that I went in front of,
There is absolutely no excuse for abuse, and no
Renata
one deserves
S.
to be
Francis,
afraid. Please recognize that any man who truly loves you
she
will not
bonds
abuse
me
you.
over on probable
If
cause
you are
for the
in a
charges
relationship with
and
someone who is a
submits
celebrity
me
or
to
someone you
TGK
think has
County
much
Jail.
more power than you, please understand that your life
After
has just as
that
much value and that
simple
you
act
deserve to be
of
treated with
helping out
respect and dignity.
people like this, that simple
I
act
will never allow myself
put
to be
Renata S.
disrespected, and
Francis
neither
in the
should you.
Florida Supreme Court as a Florida Supreme Court judge. Unexperienced, uneducated black woman who did absolutely nothing on the bench but as a bond court judge.
And is loved by many has not been easy.
And then she served
I
in
decided
Broward,
after a great
simple
deal of thought
cases.
that I should speak my truth.
She nominated
I
over
stand up for
every
myself.
qualified individual
I trusted
by
him and
Governor
he betrayed my
Ron
trust. Once I recognized my
DeSantis
worth, I knew I had to walk away. No woman should be victim
and put on
shamed,
the Supreme Court
harassed, or
bench
retaliated against because she assured her
and
rights and
put
spoke
this
her
into
truth.
quote. She
Robert Kelly,
wasn't even
the fake Rogers you
qualified
knew
to be put
that you
on
met
the
when I was 19
bench
years old no
at the
longer
time
exists.
she was
She
nominated.
was vulnerable and
She hadn't
impressionable.
served 10 years
The
as a
21-year-old
judge yet.
fake Rogers you're seeing now is much wiser
So she
and
was
much stronger.
sued, so she could
I
not
have
be
learned
put
not to
on the
ignore the
bench by
signs
other
of
black
abuse,
politicians,
manipulation,
black
or
women.
intimidation. I also have a message for
That
young
would
women who have
show
heard
it
my
was
story.
something
Please
conniving
take heed
going
and
on
precaution
behind
when
Renata
involving
S.
yourself in a
Francis'
relationship.
appointment to the bench.
Also, if you're abused, don't be afraid to
Now
acknowledge
the
it,
second appointment after she
and
received
don't be
10
afraid to
years
report it.
on the bench,
There is absolutely no excuse for
Ron
abuse, and no
DeSantis
one
then
deserves to be
appointed her
afraid.
a second time, and now she's a judge.
Please recognize that any man who truly loves you
Straight
will not
sellout,
abuse you.
straight house
If
nigga.
you are in a relationship with someone who is a celebrity or someone you think has much more power than you,
You may look
please
at a black
understand that your
Jamaican
life has
woman and
just as
say,
much
wow, we
value
got
and
a
that you
black
deserve to be treated
woman
with
on the
respect and
Florida
dignity.
Supreme Court. No, you don't.
I will never
Them
allow myself
devils
to be disrespected,
have a
and neither
black
should you.
woman that they own on the Florida Supreme Court bench. They own her, not us. She's only black like us, but she's not psychologically connected to us because she can't do a damn thing without them controlling her.
And is loved by
Just
many
like
has
this
not
devil
been
right
easy.
here, Faith. She can't do a damn
I
thing
decided
without
after a great deal of thought that
her
I should
approval.
speak my truth, because it is time I stand up for myself.
She reading from a pre-rehearsed
I
letter,
trusted him and he betrayed my trust.
probably 4
Once I
pages,
recognized my worth, I knew I had to walk away. No woman should be victim
pre-rehearsed
shamed,
every word
harassed, or
by
retaliated
her,
against because she assured her rights and spoke her
because
truth.
these are the true
Robert
people
Kelly,
bringing the
the fake
allegations.
Rogers you knew
And
that
these
you met
people
when
is
I was
just
19
what? The
years old
slaves
no longer exists.
doing the
She
dirty
was
work.
vulnerable and impressionable. The 21-year-old Faith Rogers you're seeing now is much wiser and much stronger. I have learned not to ignore the signs of abuse, manipulation, or intimidation.